Around Meck, we have this saying, if you see something, say something. Now, this has a heavy emphasis on safety. So, i.e., if we see someone wandering around the building during the week in areas where guests shouldn't be, we say something and let our security team know. During a weekend service, if there's a random bag left in a corner and no one has come to claim it for several minutes, we say something to our security team. This idea can also be applied to cultural issues that are happening in our community and around the world. So as a church leader, when it's appropriate for the church to take a stance, Pastor Jim will say something about it. We pray for the wars, we tackle tough topics head on, and when someone or a group of someones have been wronged, we stand up for them as a church. The idea of if you see something, say something seems to go against today's cultural norm. It seems to be more acceptable to just not say anything at all. But what is acceptable in culture's eyes is rarely what is acceptable in God's eyes. In this past weekend's message in our series, Bad Girls of the Bible, Pastor Jim brought up the confession of a pastor during World War II who had initially supported Hitler in his uprising. Once he saw Hitler's true colors, he regretted the decision to remain silent. Here's what he said. In Germany, they came first for the communists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the Jews, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Catholics, and I didn't speak up because I was a Protestant. Then they came for me, and by that time, no one was left to speak up. If you see something, say something is not only morally right, but it is also biblical. The great wisdom book of the Bible, Proverbs, says this: speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and helpless and see that they get justice. So if you see something, for the sake of others, for the sake of Christ, say something.